Sending calls to the PSTN. To send calls to the PSTN, we are going to use the dynamic routing module. It's a module where you add your own gateways, you add your routes, and the system automatically sends the calls to the right destinations. I want to show you a bit of the logic for the routing on our script. On our script, we come from checking the register, but the calls are actually verified here. So we do an alias DB lookup DB aliases, the one that translates aliases to numbers. Then we pass through the dial plan module. This dial plan module will simply replace things on the... You can manipulate the number. We are not going to do it now. And here we have the call to dynamic routing. Do routing will search for a gateway corresponding to a prefix on the system. And if we can't find an external destination, we look on the lookup location table for users on your system. So whenever I send a call from Alice to Bob, it looks here on the location table, right, to find the contact of this user to send the call. But if we start anything with plus, it will send our call to the dynamic routing. Here I'll do a small modification, adding a strip 1 on the system. Why I'm stripping? This starts with plus, but dynamic routing do not support prefixes with plus. So I'm removing one character, I'm removing this plus. Strips one character at the left of the dialed number. So strip 1, and then I can use the prefix on dynamic routing without the plus. Okay, perfect. So let me save. System CTL restart OpenSIPS. Restarted. Okay, now we can start configuring our outbound calls to the PSTN. So, okay. First thing, let's go to the system, dynamic routing. In dynamic routing, we're going to create a gateway. So gateway ID, let me add a gateway. Gateway ID, let me use the name test. Type is gateway. SIP address is sip.flagonk.com. This is a personal domain that I have. 5600. I never put anything on 5060 because we start receiving too many attacks. I don't need to strip anything. I'll send as is. The way I receive the number on the dynamic routing, I'll send to the gateway. Pre-prefix, nothing. I don't need to prefix anything. Probe mode, I will not use probe mode. Socket, attributes, description, main route, main gateway. So I have created a gateway, right? It's active. I'll give you a reload. So it's now in memory. Next, I will create a rule or a route. So I will add a rule here. Group ID, it needs to be 0, so add the ID 0. Prefix, any call to Brazil, 55. Okay, time recurrence disable, priority, route ID. I don't need to add route ID, priority can be 0. Destination list, I want to add this gateway to the destination list. Attributes, no attributes, description, route to Brazil. So add. Now I have a gateway and I have a prefix. So let me reload. Success. Okay, I have actually another gateway. Let me create another gateway and let me put USA here. Gateway type, gateway, SIP address, sip2.flagonk.com, strip 0, probe mode no. Okay, active. I believe it's SIP2. Let me just make sure. I think it's SIP-B. Oh, sorry, it's not SIP. Okay. So we have SIP-A and SIP-B. So this is not, let me edit and use here as SIP-A. SIP-B, actually, USA. And just for to make it simpler, SIP-A.flaggonk.com 5000, save. Reload on server. It's funny. This one is not active because the address is wrong here. So column 5600. Save. Active. Okay, let me put a description also here. So gateway to US. Perfect. So now we can start making some calls. Let me reload and let's see if it works. So if I call something in Brazil, it should go to the gateway 1. Not yet. Bad extension code rejected. For some reason, 55 here. Let me add the second rule here. Add ID, prefix 1, time recurrence. Let me put the gateway US. Add this gateway. Add. So we have two routes. Something is still not working. Let me do an SN grep. And now, okay, I understand what I did. I have to put the plus 5548 3332 8580. So it will remove the plus and send.
Arrived on gateway 1. The
Arrived
digits
on
you have
gateway
dialed.
1. Perfect. So the first call was sent correctly. Now let's send a call to Miami 1305 456 7890.
Arrived on gateway 2. The
Arrived on
digits you
gateway
have
2.
dialed are.
Perfect. So I have sent 2 calls and both were completed and they're correct gateways using the dynamic routing that it's already configured on our system in a very, very simple way. Okay, so that's it. That's how you send a call to the PSTN using the residential script.